Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome. We'll get started. Just come to lay on your backs. Get comfortable. And begin to take some really deep breaths here. In and out through your nose. Just letting your back body sink into the mat. Try to soften your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, your forehead. All those main areas where we hold on to most of our tension. The tongue comes away from the roof of the mouth. Let the eyes be heavy in their sockets. And then just finding that rhythm of breath here to start our class, in and out through the nose. Okay, just take a few more here before we start to move the body. And then you can start by rocking the head side to side. Slow, steady movements. Feeling the neck, feeling the shoulders. And then begin to wiggle fingers and toes, circling wrists and ankles. And bring the heels together at the back of the mat. Stretch the arms overhead, point the toes, take a breath in, full body stretch. And exhale, relax. Good, one more like that, breathing in. Breathing out. And feet to the mat, draw the knees to the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins. And find that gentle squeeze in of your thighs. And press down through your lower back. And maybe rocking back and forth here. Just giving yourself a little bit of a massage across your back body. And maybe trace circles with your knees. Just doing that a few times, both directions. Good, we'll keep the right knee in. Start to extend the left leg out. Interlace the hands on top of the right shin for wind relieving pose. Been here many times before. It's a nice gentle way to wake up that right hip. And find any movement you like here. Sliding the leg from side to side. Sorry, my cat had a bit of a run-in with the door yesterday in his tail, so he's a little bit loopy still from his meds. So you're going to be here for a few more breaths. Okay. And then we are going to move this just into sort of a half twist. So bring your left hand to the outside of the right thigh, and you're just going to bring the leg about 6 to 12 inches over to the left side. So you don't want to come all the way into the twist. Extend that right arm away from the body, and you just want to come to that first place where you feel a bit of a stretch. Just breathing into the tension wherever you're feeling it. And heavy shoulders, especially that right shoulder, roots down into the floor. Okay, take about 3 or 4 more here. Good. So at the end of your last breath, you can come back through center, squeeze the right knee in one more time. And now step the right foot down onto the mat and let your right knee fall open for reclined tree pose. You can stay like this, or you can take your right foot and place it to the top of the left thigh, or maybe even over the knee or the shin. So that's going to give you a bit of a deeper opening. If that doesn't feel good, just place your foot back to the inner leg. And you want that right leg to be as heavy as possible here. Good. Last few breaths. You can bring that right knee back up and then extend the right leg long. Left knee pulls in. So heading right into the opposite side. Just switch your grip with the hands, so find your non-dominant grip. And then just finding, again, whatever movements feel good here. If you are circling, just make sure you're switching direction at some point. Okay, and let's bring the right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Again, you're coming across just about 6 to 12 inches, not too far. Extend the left arm away. Find that heaviness through both of your shoulders. And just nice deep belly breaths here, waking up the lower back. And take 3 more cycles. And slowly make your way back. Just squeeze that left knee in one more time. And foot comes down to the mat. Let the knee fall open. An option to take your foot to the top of the leg, or the foot is on the inside of the leg. You can bring your arms wherever they feel best, overhead or alongside. Just try to let that left side be really heavy, really relaxed. And about 3 more. Okay, so end of the third, release that right or left foot from the top of the leg, bring the knee back up, and extend your left leg. Both legs are long, arms alongside, big breath in. Long breath out. Good. Bring the feet back onto the mat, knees into the chest. And just bring your hands to your knees or to your shins. Good. So on the inhale, you're going to bring your knees and your thighs nice and wide. And then exhale, just gently squeezing the knees toward the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen through the base of the spine, so the thighs sort of come away from the body. Exhale, squeeze. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. So you should feel this in the inner thighs. Okay, just do a few more cycles, your breath. And then bringing the knees back together. Wrap your arms around the shins, lift your head, curl your chin to your chest, give yourself a nice tight squeeze. And then release your head, release your feet, and bring the right arm overhead and roll to the right side. And resting here for a few deep breaths. And then whenever you are ready, you can transition into a wide-legged child's pose. So however you wish to get there. And rest the head, walk the hands forward. And just sit your hips back to your heels, taking some deep breaths here. All right, walk both of your hands over to the left side of the mat, right hand stacks on top. You're going to rest the forehead, get nice and long through that right side. Okay, easy cycles of breath. And then change sides. Hands walk all the way over to the right. Left hand on top. Good. Come back through center. Spread the fingers wide, press into the hands. Now come forward into a tabletop position. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and right into some cat-cows. So inhale, belly drops. Bring the gaze up, roll the shoulders back. And exhale, press into the hands as you round the spine, drop the head, press up right between your shoulder blades. And inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rounding. Take 3 more, just like that. Good. So at the end of the third, come back to a neutral spine. You're going to walk your knees back by about 6 inches and untuck the toes. Bring your weight forward. So you're in a modified high plank. So if you need help setting up, you can just come right into a high plank, drop the knees, untuck the toes, and bring the chin away from the chest. Belly hugs in. You're going to take an inhale here. On your exhale, start to bend the elbows and slowly lower yourself all the way down. Peel the chest off the mat on the inhale, keep the gaze low. And then on the exhale, press yourself back through a tabletop position and into a child's pose. Okay, spread the fingers out wide. Inhale, come forward back into that modified plank. Strong core. Exhale, bend the elbows and lower. Lift the chest on the inhale, hovering the hands, gazes on the mat. Exhale, press back. Tabletop, hips to heels, child's pose. Okay, we're going to do a couple more. Inhale brings you forward. Again, looking just in front of your mat. Exhale, come all the way down. Breath in, using the muscles that line the spine. Breath out. Press it back. Good. One more. Inhale. Good. Lower down slowly. Exhale. Breathe in, hover the chest. Exhale, press back. Child's pose. You can always come into a closed-legged child's pose here. Knees together, arms sweep back behind you. Good. Just breathing here. Take about 5 cycles of breath. So at the end of the 5th breath, you're going to come forward into your tabletop, walk the knees back, curl the toes under, lift the hips, downward dog. So spread the fingers wide, pressing into your index fingers and your thumbs. You can walk this out, just pedaling out the feet. You're just feeling the backs of the legs here. Good, and from here, you're going to reach your right toes high to the ceiling. Now bend your right knee and stack your right hip on top of your left. So you're sort of reaching your toes over to that left side wall, but try to keep equal weight through both of your hands. So if you feel your right shoulder rolling open, drop it down, press into that hand. So you want to find a stretch along the right side body here. You can circle out your ankle if you like. Okay, now come back through center. Step the right foot down and do that on the opposite side. So left toes reach up, bend the knee, stacking the hip. Good. Square your shoulders down. Okay, just breathing into that left side. Okay, come back through center. Downward dog. Take a nice big breath in. And exhale. Bring the knees down to the mat. Sit onto either hip. And take your legs out in front of you. You can have a bend in the knees here. You're going to curl the toes back toward the face. Take an inhale. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold, and then just let your hands land. So we want a nice flat back here. If you're sort of rounded forward, lift yourself back up so you can roll your shoulders back. So we just want to isolate the hamstrings here. And if you're feeling any pulling in your lower back, just come back up or take a deeper bend in your knees. And so every inhale, looking for a little bit of a lift. Exhale, fold. Okay, walk yourself back up. You can sort of give the legs a little shake here, and then make this passive so you can just allow your upper body to round forward. Let your head be heavy. So you want to find that rounded shape through your spine here. Try to rise back up. You can lean back if you like, plant your feet, just give your knees a little sway. And then extend the legs long again. We're going to come into a bit of a twist. So you can bend the right knee. Now step your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. So you want to sit up really tall here. Right hand comes right behind you. So it's almost working like a kickstand to keep your spine up nice and tall. Take an inhale, reach the left hand up. And on the exhale, start to twist toward the right. So you can either wrap the arm around the leg or hook the elbow to the outside of the knee. Whichever variation you're doing, just try to lengthen as much as you can. Every inhale, curl a little bit taller. Exhale, twist. And try to draw the belly in. That's going to give you more room to twist. And come back through center. Extend the right leg. Bend the left knee. Bring it to the outside of the right thigh. The left hand behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, coming the opposite direction. Your belly pulls in. Just that gentle twisting. Good, last couple breaths here. Make your way back. You can take a really gentle counter twist if you like. And then come back through center. You're going to bring the soles of your feet together. You want your heels pretty close in toward the hips. If your knees are up like this, you may want to sit up onto a book, a block, or a cushion. You can hold the outer edges of your feet. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Just start to fold, again, just to your range of motion. So you're still looking for a nice flat back here, so try to avoid any rounding. Letting your exhales take you just a little bit deeper with each breath. Got about 3 or 4 more. And then at the end of your 3rd or 4th breath, rise up. You're going to slide the heels away from the body and now make this passive. So just rounding forward, let your head be super heavy. Just nice big belly breaths, feeling your back body expand on your inhales. Allow yourself to fall deeper into the fold on your exhales, just remaining passive, so not forcing anything. Good, about 3 more here. And the end of the third, rounding all the way up. Hands behind you, lean back, plant the feet mat distance apart, and then just slowly sway your knees side to side. Try not to rush through these. Just evening everything out. Okay, slowly make your way onto your back. You're going to keep your feet mat distance apart. And once you're on your back, you can let your knees fall in toward each other. Just bring your hands onto your stomach. So with feet apart, knees together, that's going to just give your low back a little extra space. Just breathing into that nice gentle opening of the lower back. Okay, now separate the knees. Keep the feet wide. Bring the knees to the chest, or to the shoulders rather. So your thighs, your knees are staying wide. We've been here before. Press down through the lower back and just gently squeeze those knees and those thighs in. You can rock side to side here if you like. Just moving in a way that feels good for the body. Perfect. Bring the knees back together. One more time. You're going to lift the head, curl the chin to the chest, wrap the arms around the shins, give yourself a squeeze, take a deep breath in. And exhale, lower your head, lower your feet, soles of feet come together, knees fall open, tuck the shoulders under, bring your arms alongside. Now take a big breath in and a big breath out. You can stay as you are, or start to extend the legs out long, bring your arms alongside and turn your palms up to face the ceiling. Tuck the shoulders under and find a little tuck of your chin so the neck is long. And so letting your back body sink into the mat one more time. Just feeling your breath return back to its natural rhythm, its natural pace. Good. So as always, just taking as much time here as you need before you get up and start your day. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. It was so nice to practice with you all. I'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. and I hope you all have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Annie.
Thank you, Annie.
Sorry about your cat's loopy tail. I hope it gets better.
I got caught in the door, so you had to get stitches.
Oh, poor baby.
Okay.
See you
Have a
tomorrow.
great day.